time travel a mere concept of science fiction, or is it a tantalizing possibility? The very notion of traversing the boundaries of time has intrigued humanity since the days of H.G. Wells' iconic novel, The Time Machine. This masterpiece transported readers to a world where a Victorian inventor journeyed back to the year 802 AD, igniting the flames of curiosity. Can we unlock the secrets of time travel? Some visionaries foresee a future where we step through the corridors of time, while skeptics relegate it to the realms of imagination. Join us on Universal Narratives as we delve deep into the profound mysteries of time. We'll explore the cutting-edge theories, the tantalizing possibilities, and the captivating stories that surround this enigma. The tale of the time-traveling man and his dire prophecies is a fascinating and mysterious story that has captured the imaginations of many. In this extensive exploration, we'll delve into the intriguing account of Al-Bielek, his alleged time travel experiences, and the scientific concepts behind time travel. Al, a man born in 1927, always stood out as peculiar due to his exceptional intelligence and remarkable memory. He earned the nickname Walking Encyclopedia because of his ability to recall information verbatim. Even at a very young age, at just 9 months old, he claimed to have overheard and comprehended a conversation. However, Al-Bielek's life took a significant turn when he watched the 1984 film, The Philadelphia Experiment. This film introduced Al to the mysterious events of the Philadelphia Experiment, where a group of sailors aboard the USS Eldridge believed they had found a way to conceal American naval vessels. The ship's crew mysteriously vanished and appeared to be transported through time. After watching the film, Al-Bielek had a strange sense of recognition, as if he had a connection to the events depicted. Al-Bielek's curiosity led him to delve deeper into the story, and he began experimenting with various New Age treatments, hoping to unearth repressed memories. As his past slowly resurfaced, he made a startling discovery. He learned that his real name was Edward Cameron, and he was born in 1916. The people he had always thought of as his parents were actually legal guardians appointed by the state. Al-Bielek's biological brother Duncan had been hidden from him since childhood. According to Al-Bielek, both he and his brother had participated in the infamous Philadelphia Experiment, a project that began in 1931. They claimed to have been part of the experiments in 1943, witnessing the ship's vanishing act firsthand. The team of experts, including figures like John Hutchinson, von Neumann, and Tesla, had been attempting to conceal American vessels from enemy forces. However, things took a strange turn on July 22, 1943. Al-Bielek claimed that the ship vanished, but reappeared only 15 minutes later, with the passengers feeling disoriented and ill. The Navy, however, rushed into further testing, despite John von Neumann's pleas for more time. As Al-Bielek recounted, he and his brother reboarded the USS Eldridge, but when the ship reappeared, they weren't on it. Instead, they found themselves in a different time and place, far from 1943 Philadelphia. It was 1983 and they were surrounded by guards and helicopters. To their astonishment, John von Neumann, who had aged 40 years, was waiting for them in a secret underground facility. John von Neumann explained the dire situation to them. He revealed that the USS Eldridge had become trapped in a hyperspace bubble, which posed an existential threat to Earth due to its continuous expansion. To prevent disaster, they needed to go back in time and destroy the machinery on the ship. Al and his brother were crucial to this mission. The brothers traveled back in time and, armed with axes, destroyed the ship's generators. As they did so, time began to mend the rips in it, and the Eldridge returned to its normal state. However, when Al-Bielek woke up, he and his brother found themselves in a hospital, uncertain whether it was 1943 or 1983. According to Al-Bielek, it was the year 2137. During their time travels, Al-Bielek and Duncan had suffered radiation burns and were being treated for 6 weeks in this futuristic hospital. The medical practices were advanced, using cutting-edge light and vibration energy instead of traditional bandages or antibiotic creams. The television in the hospital only showed old stations, maps, and historical documentaries. Comedies and soap operas were non-existent. Al-Bielek's glimpse of the future revealed drastic changes in American geography, with the United States losing substantial territory by 2025. Florida had disappeared, replaced by the city of Atlanta, and the nation had become a military dictatorship with a significantly reduced population. Al Bielek's journey continued as he attempted to return to his own time, but he found himself in the year 201749. By this point, the world had experienced a devastating nuclear war, leading to the demise of money and employment. However, humanity had rebuilt itself into a utopian society with the elimination of financial and employment problems. Anti-gravity machines and robots had revolutionized the world, ushering in an era of peace. Al Bielek was suddenly transported back to 1983, but his brother experienced unwanted side effects, ultimately leading to his untimely death. To ensure that Duncan's memories and ideas would not be lost, Al requested that his parents conceive a second child who could inherit Duncan's knowledge. Using Duncan's telepathic powers, Al Bielek's memories were wiped, and he was sent back to 1927 under an assumed name. The question that lingers is whether Al Bielek's story is fact or fiction. Conspiracy theorists have varied opinions, with some believing in his time travel experiences and others dismissing them as a mere tale. The final confirmation of Al Bielek's story awaits 2025, as he predicted that Florida would cease to exist by then. Until then, the mystery remains. Now that we've delved into the enigmatic account of Al Bielek, let's shift our focus to the concept of time travel itself. Time travel has been a popular theme in science fiction, but is it possible in reality? Can we actually travel through time? Let's explore the scientific aspects and theories related to time travel. The concept of time travel is both captivating and complex. While it has been a central theme in numerous works of science fiction, real-world time travel is a topic that has fascinated scientists and researchers for many years. In the world of fiction, time travel often involves characters using some form of a device or mechanism to move backward or forward in time, allowing them to explore different eras and encounter various adventures. However, in the realm of science, time travel is not as straightforward as hopping into a time machine and zipping through the ages. The fundamental principles of time and space, as described by physics, present several challenges and paradoxes when it comes to time travel. Albert Einstein's theory of special relativity, formulated in 1905, is one of the cornerstones of modern physics. It introduced the concept that time is relative to the perspective of the observer. In other words, time can pass at different rates for individuals in relative motion. This principle is famously illustrated by the twin paradox, where one twin travels into space at nearly the speed of light and ages more slowly than the twin who remains on Earth. This effect has been observed in experiments with astronauts like Scott Kelly, who spent extended periods aboard the International Space Station. While the time dilation effect is a real and proven phenomenon, it's essential to note that the differences in aging between the traveling twin and the stationary twin are relatively small in practice. It's not the kind of time travel depicted in science fiction where characters can journey centuries into the past or future. Einstein's theory of general relativity, which he developed later, introduced the idea that the strength of local gravity can affect the passage of time. In regions with strong gravitational fields, time runs slower than in areas with weaker gravity. This effect is observed near massive bodies like neutron stars, or even on the surface of the Earth. According to cosmologist Dave Goldberg of Drexel University, if one were to linger near the edge of a black hole, where gravity is extremely intense, they might experience only a few hours, while an observer far from the black hole would experience thousands of years. In this scenario, time travel into the future becomes possible. However, traveling backward in time is much more challenging. One of the most fascinating and theoretically plausible ideas for time travel involves the use of wormholes or cosmic tubes. Wormholes are hypothetical shortcuts through space-time that could connect two distant locations. To keep a wormhole open, it would require exotic matter with negative mass or energy, as regular matter would cause it to collapse due to gravity. The concept involves sending one end of the wormhole on a journey at or near the speed of light, creating a time differential between the two ends. As a result, a particle or object on one end might exist in the past concerning the other end. While this theory is intriguing, it faces significant challenges, mainly the need for exotic matter, which has never been observed in practice. Theoretical physicist Fabio Costa suggests that some quantum phenomena, such as negative energy on a tiny scale, offer promise for realistic time travel. However, scaling these phenomena up to a size where time travel becomes feasible is a significant challenge. Time travel is fraught with paradoxes, and scientists have grappled with these issues for decades. One of the most famous paradoxes is the grandfather paradox. If time travel were possible, a person could theoretically travel back in time and prevent their grandparents from meeting, thus preventing their own birth. This leads to a logical inconsistency, as the individual would never have been born to undertake the time travel journey in the first place. Additionally, the concept of closed time-like curves, CTCs, has been a subject of study and debate. CTCs describe the paths of hypothetical observers who continuously move forward in time but eventually return to their starting point in both time and space. The existence of CTCs raises questions about causality and the possibility of changing the past. The late physicist Stephen Hawking, in his work, pondered the existence of a chronology protection agency. He suggested that the laws of physics might inherently prevent the formation of closed, time-like curves, making the universe safe from potential time travelers. He raised concerns about the logical contradictions that would arise from time travel, such as the billiard ball paradox. Hawking's perspective led to the idea that time travel might not be feasible due to inherent protections in the laws of physics. While his views were not definitive, they underscored the significant challenges and paradoxes associated with time travel. In summary, while time travel remains a captivating topic in both science and science fiction, the reality of traveling through time is far more complex than what is portrayed in popular media. The principles of relativity provide a basis for time dilation effects, allowing for time to pass differently for observers in relative motion and in strong gravitational fields. The concept of wormholes and exotic matter offers a potential avenue for time travel, but significant challenges and unanswered questions remain. The paradoxes associated with time travel, such as the grandfather paradox and the potential for altering the past, continue to baffle scientists. The reality of time travel remains uncertain, and no concrete method for achieving it has been established. While the topic continues to be explored in scientific research, the existence of practical time travel devices or mechanisms remains elusive. The future of time travel remains an open question, and as of now, we have not encountered any time travelers from the future to provide us with definitive answers. In conclusion, the concept of time travel is a fascinating and enigmatic subject that has captured the human imagination for generations. While time travel remains a staple of science fiction, the scientific pursuit of time travel faces significant challenges and paradoxes that have yet to be fully resolved. The quest to understand and potentially achieve time travel continues to be a source of intrigue and wonder, and the mystery of time remains a subject of ongoing exploration and fascination.